Hey, Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, The Adventures of Craft Beer and Baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 17 for August 25th, 2020. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you'd consider giving us a subscribe, turn on notifications, tell a friend, do whatever you can to help us grow. We've done amazing with all of your support. Here is the lineup card today. Angelo, Trinidad. Fun fact, first craft brewery visited was Aftershock Brewery in Temecula. Not familiar with that. Hi, Angelo.
Hey, Michael. Hey, Kevin. Hey, everyone out there. Aftershock was awesome. It was the first stop on a 3 brewery bus tour, and I think at Aftershock we had they give us a 4 beer flight sampler, and the last one was a coffee infused dark stout. That I'm not a big coffee fan, but it was actually quite tasty. So that's kind of what stood out. And there was a taco cart there too, which also stood out. But yeah, I can't go wrong with that.
That's a winner for sure. Well, thank you for joining us today, as always. Next up is Kevin Lyon. Fun fact, first craft brewery visited was Noble Ale Works, a favorite of both of ours in Anaheim. Welcome, Kevin.
Hi, how you guys doing? Good to be here as always. Yeah, I actually knew one of the original owners of Noble Ale Works through my job when I was still in college, and literally, like, I would go over there and just hang out, and it was just built. If you guys don't know where it is, it's literally like about 10-minute walk from Anaheim Stadium at that.
Yeah.
Maybe a 15-minute walk from the Honda Center. So it's become a hot spot to go before Angel games or Duck games or anything else going on at the stadium, or even the Grove Concert Theater is right down the street from there as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been supporting them, for that was like a decade ago. That was like around 2010, 2011 when they first opened their doors.
Oh wow, I didn't realize it was that long ago. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. It's been there a long time.
Yeah.
So very cool. I mean, it obviously that's a place like we always think about, like just parking our car there, going there pregame, and then
Yeah.
going to wherever we go. Concerts over at the Honda Center too.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely. I always tell people, you go there or go to a place I go to regularly now called Red Rift Tap Room up the street. If you're going to Angel or Duck game or concert, anything in that area, just park there, get a beer, of course, get a beer. That's good karma.
Yes.
And then go to wherever, walk over where you go. It's like, like I said, 10, 15-minute walk, and you don't have to pay for parking, and you're supporting a local business, and you're paying half the price for a beer.
Yeah.
And by the time you get to your car when you're done, no traffic, you get out of there quick.
Yep. Absolutely.
Great spot. And then
Yeah.
Mike, you and I met there, and that was my first time there last season.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And that was awesome. Super convenient. I mean, there's several different routes you can get to Angel Stadium too. So for as far as walking there. So I think they stay open how late after
That's
the game
right.
too?
Like 11, sometimes
they
12.
usually open till midnight.
Yeah. So
they
you can pre and post game at Noble.
Yeah.
Not always. But
Yeah.
as I walk up, I see the door closed, like, oh.
Yeah, the craziest thing I noticed about that, Mike, because you and I were there probably. We had we tossed a few back, so we had to have been there like an hour plus or so.
Yep.
And it was crazy. Like we got there and it was super packed. Then it like cleared out just like that.
Yeah.
And then just as quickly as it cleared out,
Yep.
huge wave of crowd back in. So it was really, really interesting to sit back and watch that.
Yeah. It's a really great place.
Fun fact, Michael. That's the first brewery you and I went to together because we met there.
That's true. That's
When we
true.
really reconnected over our love of beer and baseball.
That's true.
That was around
Absolutely.
2015 or so, I believe.
Yeah.
A future live broadcast from Noble Ale Works.
Oh yeah. We definitely got to make that happen post COVID. So what? 2023? No, I'm not. I hope it's not that far.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
How long will your hair be by then, Mike?
Oh my gosh! Like it looks like it's manageable right now. It's only because it's a lot of work actually. So I'm lucky to have my hair growing. So I'm not gonna say a word. I'm Michael Mondragon. A fun fact: my first craft brewery, I believe, was Golden Road when it was still an independent brewery. It wasn't a macro brewery or have macro brewery funding at that time. So it was just a little place in San Fernando Valley, right over by the LA Zoo. And so it was, I think it was, my girlfriend and I went to it, and I was really like enamored by the culture because like they had kids there, so it was like a restaurant. But like people were drinking, but they had stuff for kids, and like there's dogs outside, and it was like a really this real kickback type of place. And it was like, wow, I love this culture. Just sit back, have a beer. They actually had really cool signage on the inside, like old like Schlitz signs and all those ones from like the 60s and 70s, and I think Pike Brewing in Seattle was the only other place I saw that had more signage like that. So it was super cool for me. Like I'm a graphic design nerd, so I loved all of it inside of there. So let's get to it. What are you drinking tonight? We'll start with you, Angelo.
All right, so tonight I am drinking from Coronado Brewing Co., the Pineapple Farm Hazy IPA. So I found this at my weekly trip to Trader Joe's. So this one is 6.8 ABV with the 55 IBU. The description on Untapped is this hazy IPA is brewed with Kveik, a Nordic farmhouse yeast. It imparts a juicy tropical flavor profile that we have bolstered with a hefty dose of fresh pineapple. So really tasty. Really
yeah, I was going to ask, what's your knee-jerk opinion? First sip, what do you think?
Yeah, it was. So I mean, I'm already almost halfway through my first one, so this will be a fun show. But I've had so most recently I tried Golden Road's Pineapple Cart, which is obviously it's a wheat beer, but it's a little bit lighter than this. Obviously, this one's a hazy IPA, but the Pineapple Cart, like the pineapple is very prevalent. This one, it's kind of it's there, but it's in the background, so it plays a good supporting role to the beer itself. I really like it. I got my summer gear on, this heat wave, and it's very, very refreshing. So really good. So I definitely suggest you guys grab it on your next Trader Joe's visit. So
yeah, and I'm a big Coronado Brewing fan. Yep. So the weekend, we were talking about the weekend vibes before the show, and that's one of my go-to really great tasting beers. I always know that it's going to be good. And the one thing that I will say about this, because I have this in my refrigerator as well, I tried this. The lactose actually overwhelmed me a little bit.
Really?
I don't know if you probably taste it as much as I do, because I'm used to a certain taste with Coronado, right, but the lactose was almost too much for me. So it was a little bit too much. And I hate saying that because I love Coronado too. I almost think they can't do any wrong, but it's almost too much for me. It's too sweet. Pineapple is super sweet, but I think it's the lactose that's kind of annoying my palate a little bit.
Yeah, and I could definitely see that, because it's definitely there. It's definitely different from some of the. I mean, I had the Satyr Haze IPA, so I've only had a couple hazy IPAs. So this one definitely is distinctly different from the other hazy IPAs that I've had, and I think you're right. I think it is because of that the lactose, but I mean, it's good. So, and for those of you guys that don't know too. I mean, we talk about Trader Joe's a lot. This is usually one of our go-to place to get beer. I bought this in a 4-pack, but you can actually any of the multi-packs that are not in a box, so like a 6-pack or 4-pack, you could pull one can off and just buy a single can if you're hesitant on wanting to try it, and they'll sell you a single can. So that's something really cool that a lot of people. A little Easter egg, if you will.
Yeah. They'll give, for the most part, if you see the prices, they'll say how much it is for individual can. And whenever I go, I've never done that, taking one off a 6-pack or 4-pack. I just look to see what singles, because they have a little area where all these singles are, and I just go through that, and I'm like, ooh, this is new, and I'll just take one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a smart way to do it. Kevin, what's up for you?
All right, this is called Kook Slams by a brewery called Duckfoot. I'd never heard of this brewery or this beer. And so every week I mentioned the Redbeard's Tap Room over at Anaheim by Angel Stadium and the Honda Center. And, we mentioned Untapped earlier. If you don't know what Untapped is, it's more or less an app you can use to find out anything about like what kind of beer you're drinking. You can mention what beers you're drinking and badges like that. So if you're a beer drinker like we all are. And you don't have Untapped, you can look it up. It's UNTAPPD. Untapped's a great way to keep track of what you're drinking, and it could have some venues. If Redbeard's, I can see what's on draft at all times because they have, like I said, every week. I tell them every week. They have 40 beers on draft all the time. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. In addition, they have cans and other stuff you can go. And so I'm like, oh, this is new. What's this? And I'm like, Duckfoot. And I'm in San Diego. I'm just trying it now. It's IPA, 7.5%. I didn't see an IBU, but I think this would be a little higher than Angelo's tolerance, but it's good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it was looked really, and you said that we hadn't heard of this before, so I was looking into it. So I'm not super familiar with it too. But is it from Miramar or is it like San Diego beer?
I just San Diego, so I don't know where specifically.
Yeah, I think it might be Miramar.
And I also did see there's a double IPA version of this as well.
Okay, yeah. All right, so this is actually a beer that I'm drinking tonight, and this is actually a beer that I actually had on the Adam Pierce episode. And only reason I'm doing it again is that I wanted to show something that I think that now, Kevin, you have one of these, but I was actually gifted one of these. It is the famous San Diego chicken, and it's a bobblehead. So I can't wait to put it back here with all my stuff. Let me actually open it up. And actually, it was, if you look at the front, it's from 2019.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, my buddy Kevin Ziegler gave it to me. Is this the same thing that you have, Kevin, or no?
No, actually, this is something different. This is actually just got like a little statue here.
Okay.
Well, that's no bobble or anything like that. A friend of mine went to get this yesterday from this is actually ordered from the chicken's website.
Oh, okay.
And apparently there's something wrong with the order, and I got like extra stuff, and they got an email from kayfabe, Ted Gianalis.
Yeah.
Apologizing for like a mistake on the website, sending a nice email, and then
that's awesome.
A thing or two. So like, oh, that's really nice.
So it is a bobblehead.
Here's bubbles. Mine doesn't.
Oh wow. Okay. So so this is from.
I got the statue. He's gonna hug me at all times,
So I wanted to feature a San Diego beer. Belching Beavers is from San Diego. The Deftones are a band, like a heavy metal band that from the late '90s.
Yeah,
and Phantom Bride is a song of theirs. But I wanted to feature. Thank you, Kevin Ziegler, for my old buddy from high school who got me this along with some Arizona beers. So I did want to feature that.
I'm envious of that chicken, even though I have my own.
Yeah, I thought we had the same one, so I'm like, get yours out. Okay.
This is a special order from the chicken's website, believe it or not. That was a great birthday gift from a friend of mine last year, not in 2020, 2019.
So let's really quickly go through who's here. We have a lot of people. David, thank you for joining tonight. My girlfriend actually waving hello. Hi, from the other room. Bubble Pug is here. Ed says that the first craft brewery visited by Kevin was literally the first craft brewery in 1929 during Prohibition.
Oh,
yeah.
During Prohibition.
That's so good.
And all that fun stuff. Let me tell you.
And Chad M, cheers to you. Thank you for joining. And I actually sent you a package. I actually sent you an email of that package. So I sent it yesterday of some goodies. And let me know that you got that. Cowboy Jack Durango. Yeah. Daddy is hungry for some Beer Baseball Blog Trio. Very nicely done. Thank you. Good. And another old friend and a big Padres fan, Kobe Archer. Go Padres. He always says go Padres ever since high school. Actually, let me tell this story real quick. So when I went to the Astrodome, the very first game I ever went to, and I told him this story because it was against the Padres. It was the Astros versus Padres. And there was a person behind me who was a Padres fan, and it just kept on saying, "Go Padres." And I just heard it, not like really loud. It would just be almost literally in my ear, "Go Padres." And I was like, stop it. It's like giving me the heebie-jeebies. So he would always go Padres. Like that's how so when go Padres, it's as low as you can say it.
Oh, okay. That's how you wrote that.
That's hilarious.
Go Padres. Yeah. So,
Michael, real quick, I forgot what we didn't go over what we're representing tonight.
Oh, yeah.
All Angels? Are you All Angels for the All Angels podcast? Angelo?
So this is my so the story behind this. So I wore a tank last week. So the story behind this tank is I went to a game in August 2 seasons ago. It was towards the end of the season, and I wasn't expecting it to be that hot, so I was wearing my jersey and all that. So this was my clearance find at the team shop, and then I have my Angels hat. This was the I think it's called the 9/11 edition hat with the American flag on the side. So
Nice. And what do you got, Kevin?
So this week I'm doing the California League. I know I've worn this hat before, but it's the High Desert Mavericks. I don't have a lot of hats, but I at least have this California League. We mentioned them before. Their team no longer existence. Michael and I went to their last ever game when they won the championship a few years back.
Yep.
And then for this is the San Jose Churros. The San Jose Giants is their normal team, and for the version, gosh, I can't remember the Copa. I can't remember what the actual name of it is.
All right.
You know what I'm talking. Yeah, like
Yes.
every team has like a Spanish Latino connection, and the Churro Man is really famous at the San Jose Giants Stadium. So I was like, oh, they have the thing. So for a day they were the churros. So I got the shirt, and of course that day no churros.
Of course. Of
How
course.
disappointing.
That's the way it goes.
It was a strikeout. It's Strike Brewery didn't have their booth open that day.
Right.
Like,
I know. It's always something, right?
What'd you get for going to a weekday game at like 11 o'clock in the morning?
Definitely. Well, I am wearing two things. I'm wearing the Quad City River Bandits, if I can get it out of my way.
All right, Wesley.
Yeah, which is in Davenport, Iowa. I went there a couple times, and this is the Round Rock Express. Now, these are both Astros affiliates, so give me all the heat in the comments. So I actually last year, it was last year I saw Yordan Alvarez at Round Rock. And
Wow.
I missed Seth Cold Beer. He by like a week.
Right.
He was playing for the Astros at that time.
Yeah, you know, if you go through the archives, you can see where he met him.
I did. I caught up with him on a ship in Corpus Christi. So definitely check that out.
Look through the archives for that. And Michael, this is you trying to divert Cardinal seed. This is all what you're doing here.
Exactly.
Wait for one reference somewhere in like first in today in baseball history. I'm ready for it.
All right, so let's get to it. This day in baseball history, August 25th, 2020. But I mean, that's today's date. Obviously, we're going to go back in the archives and see what happened on this day. August 25th, 1929, the New York Giants become the first team to employ a public address system when they place a microphone inside the mask of connected home plate umpire Charles Rigler. The team's effort to have the ump broadcast ball and strike calls to the Polo Grounds crowd does not work very well, which I don't think it would, because you find out the capabilities probably pretty quickly of what it can do, and it shorts out and stuff like that. But it doesn't say why that was, but I can surely imagine.
Come on, crowd heat. You know, it's going to be all you're going to strike, and people are going to get mad. But it's funny because you think, like, what's the address announcer? You know, what's a public address announcer doing? And, you know, meanwhile, is he yelling through a megaphone going, coming up to the plate, the Giants? You know? Right. And meanwhile, you have the ump with a mic. That's really odd.
So this is very interesting. So in Japan, say there's a controversial play and the play has to be overturned. The umpire will actually get on a microphone and face the crowd and actually explain to the crowd what has happened and why he's doing it. It's like the honorable thing.
So
which I wish they would do here.
Yeah, exactly.
Because usually the broadcasters don't know what's going on. The people at home don't know what's going on. Only baseball knows what's going on, which I think I always said they should broadcast whatever the play is if it's being reviewed, what the dialogue is.
Well, I mean, that play in the World Series with the I can't remember who was running to first base. That was like, everyone's like, what the heck's going on? The game like stopped. You got a World Series getting it stopped while they try to figure this out. Everyone's analyzing it, and then, you know, all you get is like a signal from the umpire. And it's like,
yeah, and you just have to trust it, but you don't understand like what the dialogue is back and forth, and why would it be hidden? But you know, whatever. So it's very interesting that this happened in 1929, way before any of us.
That was the year Kevin visited the first.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm mistaken, Kevin. You were you were.
I wasn't at this game because I was at the brewery. I was drinking down the street from Polo Grounds.
Well, were you at this game?
Oh no.
August 25th, it says 1929, but I'm sure that's wrong. The Yankees become the first major league team to draw over 2 million paying patrons at home when 42,000 fans show up at the Bronx ballpark to watch the Bombers drop a 7-2 decision to Detroit's Hal Newhouse.
Wow.
Today's crowd, not today's, but that day's crowd brings a season total to 2 million, 750,000 more than the previous American League record, also set by New York when the team played at the Polo Grounds in 1920. What I think is really cool here is this picture.
Yep.
When the crowd used to leave Yankee Stadium, everybody would go on the field and actually exit through center field.
So crazy.
Yeah. Which would. I wish they would do something like this today, but of course they don't want people on the field, and
the closest you would ever get would be like camera day. I don't even know if they still do that.
They do when they do Saturday night fireworks or Friday night fireworks at Dodger Stadium. Yeah. You can go in the outfield and watch the fireworks from the outfield.
You're absolutely right.
And then when everyone exits, they exit center field.
Like even if you do a ballpark tour, you can't walk on. You can walk on the dirt, but you can't even step a foot on the grass. They're gonna freak out if you do that, you know.
And then the Angel, when I was a season ticket holder for the Angels in 2014, they do a season ticket holder photo day, and you get to walk around the dirt from the outfield all the way behind home plate and all the way around. And there's players standing on the grass on the other side of this rope. Signing autographs and taking pictures, which is really fun.
That's what camera day used to be. You have your camera, and the players would just stand there, and you just take their photo. Someone could look like they could want to be anywhere but there, but it is what it is.
It seemed like everyone. I mean, it seemed like everyone was really, really happy to be there. Yeah, as far as the players go.
Well, that was a good year to do it.
Yeah. I mean, that was Trout and Pujols were out there signing. Josh Hamilton was a part of the team at that point. I got a picture with him. I got a picture with C.J. Wilson, Chris Iannetta, and they were all super cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, the very first time I went to Busch Stadium, which was in 1996, I was actually supposed to go in 1980 and it just didn't work out, but I went in 96. Amazingly enough, it was camera day. So I got to go on the field before the game at Busch Stadium too. So it was where the field that actually Vince Coleman, the tarp ran over his leg and stuff like that. All those great Cardinal memories.
I hope that's a Tuesday when we get up. And Michael, real quick to verify, that was 1946.
1946. Okay, so yeah. So
thank you, senior research analyst.
I know you're.
Look at that, dude! Wow.
So August 25th. August 25th, 1952, the Detroit Tigers' Virgil Trucks, who was 5-14 at the time, throws the second of his 2 no-hitters of the season, blanking the New York Yankees 1-0. Phil Rizzuto's third inning at-bat is quickly scored an error, but is changed to a hit, only to be reversed again in the 6th inning, making the no-hitter a bit controversial. So I've seen this before, where it's like later on it's actually scored either an error, but I've never seen it change twice.
I've never seen it. Yeah, go back to the original call. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a no-hitter. Oh.
So speaking of Phil Rizzuto, on August 25th, 1956, prior to the Old Timers game at Yankee Stadium, shortstop Phil Rizzuto is asked to consult with general manager George Weiss and manager Casey Stengel concerning a player move necessitated by reacquiring Enos Slaughter off waivers from the A's. After making several suggestions about who should be cut from the squad, the veteran infielder is told by Weiss he is the player about to be let go. Now, I love this story because I remember when Charles Barkley was actually going to go to the Suns. The Suns conferred with Jeff Hornacek in much the same way.
Oh no!
Asking him, because he was a prominent member of the Suns at the time.
Yeah.
Said, "Hey, would you like to get Charles Barkley?" And Jeff Hornacek said, "Yeah, that'd be great." And they go, "Yeah, you've been traded to Philly."
Wow!
Oh my God!
Yep. Yeah, so that's crazy. I mean, have you heard anything similar to that in
That's
sports?
crazy. No,
That
that's
one got,
crazy.
oh, poor Rizzuto getting knocked over again.
Well, you know what? Speaking of which, let's play. We have to show this because Phil Rizzuto was mentioned. Holy cow!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the award-winning cartoonist of the New York Daily News,
You know, I never noticed the pop in the crowd.
Yeah.
When he got knocked over. The first time we saw that clip, the crowd popped.
The crowd
like,
loved
so
it.
hard for
It's the
that.
most amazing thing ever. Absolutely.
What a
And
bump!
poor
What a
guy,
bump
he
right
got
there.
cut. You know he was getting money, so where's he going to go to get money, Michael?
To the money
The
store. Phil
store.
Rizzuto for the money store.
I
All
always gotta
right.
be that.
Yeah, we'll always make anytime Phil Rizzuto is brought up. I'm gonna
ready to
immediately
go
go to that clip.
And I'm going to mention a money store joke.
August 25th, 1967, Dean Chance throws his second no-hitter of the month, defeating the Indians 2-1 at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. On August 5th, the Twins' 26-year-old right-hander hurled 5 perfect innings in an abbreviated game against the Red Sox.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was the whole catch of this. So that's probably why.
I don't even think of him as a twin because growing up as an Angel fan, I always knew him as an Angel. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I
Oh, is
never
that
had.
right?
Oh yeah, I knew. Oh yeah, he was like one of the better Angel pitchers. I'm just like, Twins, what? And then I see this, I'm like, I remember he had no hitters, but I didn't realize one of them. You know, we had
Yeah.
2 like controversial no hitters there. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
interesting.
So on August 25th, 1969, Joe Niekro is traded by the Cubs along with Gary Ross and Francisco Lebron. In exchange for right-hander Dick Selma, the 22-year-old never became a favorite of Chicago skipper Leo the Lip DeRocher during his insistence of throwing a knuckleball, the signature pitch that will result in 221 career victories.
Wow.
Yeah, so we had Casey Stengel and now Leo DeRocher mentioned. So like some really awesome managers. I wish we had an Earl Weaver to round it out. But as always, we can't talk about Joe Niekro without talking about this, the Emery board incident at Angel Stadium.
What are you talking about?
Are you familiar with this, Angelo?
No, I'm not. What's happening here?
I hope you have the clip that you can put in the show mentions.
Oh, did Angelo?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm.
Can you guys hear me?
I will,
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Angelo said, yeah. So Angelo, if you haven't seen it, hopefully it's on YouTube, because literally what he's doing right there, they're questioning him, and you see his pockets are empty. He literally flicked it out of his pocket to try and not be seen.
Yeah.
And of course, you're not gonna be able to get away with that. Ken Herbeck should have caught it and hit it.
Agreed.
Right there, his left arm out, boom, pocket it.
He should, instead of throwing it on the ground, he should have thrown it at Herbeck's chest.
Yeah.
And it would have been, everything would have been hunky dory. It would have been like pro
No
wrestling.
one would have noticed that, Michael. No one.
No one at all.
Nope. KK.
So on August 25th, 1979, by the way, 1979 was an awesome year. We used 1979 a lot.
Yeah.
In a Hollywood Stars versus the Media game played at Dodger Stadium, Robin Williams, the star of the hit television series Mork and Mindy, a show in which he plays an alien, runs the bases backwards. The comedian explains circling the bags clockwise is a very common on the planet Orc, his character's home in the universe.
Hey,
Way
to live the gimmick, brother.
Now, have I ever told you that I met Robin Williams?
I believe you did. If it's the same place I'm thinking of, but go ahead and tell your story real quick, because I think it's Boom, right?
I wrestled at Lucha Vavoom in San Francisco, and little did I know that Robin Williams was a guest of Dana Gould, who was the announcer on that show, and so I actually got to meet him, and
That's
super
awesome.
sweet guy. and everything that you think that he would be. He was really fantastic, and I was really fortunate to do that.
So, two quick things. For those who don't know, Lucha Boom is a show that used to happen in LA, and it's gone all over the world at certain points. If you ever get a chance, you really should try to see it whenever we can go to things again. It's a great show of Lucha Libre, that's Mexican wrestling, and burlesque dancing.
Yep.
And you have comedians who are hosting it, and there's some really fun comedians I think like a Drew Carey or someone we really Tom Kenny is one that's been on this sometimes that we really like. The voice of SpongeBob SquarePants, we know him from Mr. Show.
Yeah, Jack Black, the Sklar brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, so many. So many
The second
people.
thing I want to mention is when I think of Rob Williams, I think about a close friend of ours who passed away earlier this year named John Ian. Huge Angel fan. He unfortunately passed away. If he was still alive, he'd probably be watching this every week. But he was actually on Mork and Mindy.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, wow.
It made me think of John.
Wow. That's right. That's right.
I want to give a little cheers to John Ian.
Yeah. Cheers to John Ian. Okay, so actually, Cowboy Jack Durango says my ex-wife was born in '79, a very dark year.
Wow.
we hit a nerve. We hit a nerve.
Just keep.
Which one? Yeah.
Just keep drinking, Jack. It'll get lighter and lighter.
Yep. Well, we haven't had the card wars yet, so he may need some time here.
So August 25th, 1992, after posting a 12-14 record during the longest scheduled road trip in big league history, the Astros, the affiliates that I actually have on my chest and had tonight, returned to Houston to play a home game. So in the Astrodome, the 26-game journey to 8 cities is necessary because of the Republican National Convention being held at the Astrodome, which was only like 3 or 4 days, but they had to go on a 26-game road trip.
Wow,
that's pretty insane. And
you figure there's probably a day off in between a series, maybe, but still, that's crazy.
That's a lot.
That's pretty brutal.
That's the Toronto Blue Jays, nowadays.
I know,
yeah. For real, right.
Those guys live in Toronto, but the fact that they have to be on the road this entire season, that drives me nuts when I remind myself. And they're actually doing okay.
Yeah. YouTuber Zach Hampel has a video where he goes to Buffalo to watch the Blue Jays and actually have it. It's pretty cool what they've done, but it's pretty crazy what they have to go through. So, I gotta root for them. So Angelo actually brought this one up, and it's our last one before we go to the baseball cards, but it's baseball card related. So it goes back a couple days. So August 22nd, 2020, 2009 Bowman Chrome Draft Superfractor. And if you're not familiar with what a Superfractor is, it's a one-of-one card. It has a very special texture, and there's only one of it. So it actually is really super cool. Mike Trout autograph, 1/1. So the BGS 9, which is actually the grade of the card, the autograph is graded at a 10, sells for almost $4 million. This confirmed sale breaks the all-time record previously held by the 1909 T206 card for Honus Wagner that sold for $3.12 million in 2016. Now, the guy, from what I know, is the guy actually bought this a couple years ago for $400,000 and turned it around. Actually, it's through Golden Auctions, which is actually a brokerage. But still, he turned it around for $4 million, which is nuts to think that something from 2009 would be worth $4 million.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
This is when the economy is supposedly, in the tank, and you're still able to get that kind of money. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Now, Michael, do you have anything about the Honus Wagner card here?
I don't.
Okay. Just because if I remember correctly, there's only like 7 or 8 of those Honus Wagner cards. Is that correct? You know the story behind it?
Yeah. So tell the story. I know the story, but tell it.
You can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but Angelo, do you know about this card, the Honus Wagner card?
Yeah, I know a little bit of it. Yeah, I know there's rumors that there's 6 or 7 of these, but that's the folklore.
Because back in that era, you would get baseball cards of tobacco. They were called tobacco cards. And so when you buy, I don't know how you buy the tobacco, but you would get a card in there. And Honus Wagner was very anti-tobacco. to the point where he demanded that all his cards in that run get destroyed. But somehow there was a handful of them that got out, and that's why. Like I said, I've heard 7, but I may not have the correct number. But look at that, 3 point.
That's why it's called the T206 card, right? The T is tobacco, right?
I'm guessing that. Yeah. I don't want to. I don't.
This is crazy. I mean, to me, it's crazy that this guy. Well, I was reading an article about the guy that sold it, and he had purchased it for $400,000, and people were giving him such a hard time for spending that much money on a piece of cardboard.
Yep.
And now he has the last laugh. So turning around for almost $4 million. It's insane.
Yeah, because he probably only gave up like
and it's insane that it's that shows you the enormity of the star power that is Mike Trout. We talk a lot about Mike Trout, arguably the best player in baseball. I don't think there's any other player's card in the league today that could sell for anywhere near $3.9 million.
Did Mike Trout buy that card?
Sorry, what's the question?
Did Mike Trout buy that card? Do we know who bought it?
It's a very good question. I don't know.
It's true.
Wouldn't that be amazing if he bought his own card?
I brought up. Like, that'd be really funny.
But it would be very smart if he did, and then sold it again for his charity.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That should probably end up in Cooperstown, but who knows if it would or not,
Yeah. No, very, very interesting. So on that, let's go to Pack Wars.
All right.
Baseball, we would always look forward to this. Here are the standings. Look at the standings. We're all 17, 16, 15 in wins. Obviously, Kevin doesn't have you're 4 behind, right? Just for the one time that you missed this?
Yeah, I missed 1 week. But at least I got 2 points last week for winning the wild card. That helped.
So these are the Baseball Card Pack Wars rules. You open your pack. A relic card knocks out 1 participant of choice. An autograph card knocks out 2 participants. After all packs are open, high number card wins. Collectively, we drink when we get a Brewers card. Cowboy Jack Durango, get ready to get drunk because we have a wild card. And so it's so we have opening day, and then we have Series 1, and then we have a wild card. So get ready.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
I get one back for you, Mr. Cowboy Jack.
It says good old rule 6. Yeah, it is definitely a variable. So let me change the configuration.
Why is that not an unwritten rule? Much like the Fernando Tatis, you can't hit a grand slam on 3-0.
All Angels podcast says you're welcome, Angelo.
Thank you.
Got you back in the game. He's absolutely 100% correct. The baseball gods are smiling on you. So who wants to go first?
I won the last round. I'll go first. I'll go with opening day.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's do this. We're going to do 2 packs of opening day.
Yep.
See what we got here. All right. We got Reese Hopkins, Sterling Marte, Jorge Soler. Maybe George, but I'm going to say Jorge. I'm not going to say like George Bell. Michael Conforto. Some good players in this pack. I got Walker Buehler. A lot of all-stars here. Josh Bell. And a Spring Sprung card of Bryce Harper when he first went to the Phillies. So that's pack 1. Let's see what we got in the other one here. Nothing like the sound of a pack opening right there. There we go.
Oh,
love it.
All right.
Very, very satisfying.
All right. Well, I'm keeping the good players going here. This guy, Clayton Kershaw. Abraham Toro. I thought it said Taro. I was like, is this one of my children? No.
Allegedly.
Tatis Jr. See a lot of good players in these packs here. Ozzy Albies. DJ LeMahieu. I'm telling you, I got like all-stars here. Hope there's a high number amongst all these. Wilson Contreras. And my mascot is Slider from the Cleveland Indians.
There you go.
Nice. Angelo, go for it.
All right.
Bubble Puck says, let's see those Brewers.
I'm trying
to agree more.
I tried. I'm sorry.
Tommy LaStella, Nico Honer, rookie, Yasmani Grandal, Manny Machado, Trey Mancini, Francisco Lindor, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago, the Stan Musial statue.
Oh, look at that. His
How
small
funny.
legs.
They actually look relatively proportionate in that photo.
Well, you have to walk around to a perfect angle to find
Yeah.
the proportion.
Shout out to John Talwar and Freddie Freeman, Dominic Smith, Christian Walker. This guy's pretty good. Vlad Jr., Jonathan VR, Jorge Alfaro, and opening day Philadelphia Phillies.
Nice.
What do you got, Michael?
So, Cowboy Jack Durango, I'm a rule. Yes, you are. And,
Yes, you are. You don't follow the rules, but you gotta follow that rule because it's all about you.
That's right. All right. So my first pack, ASMR right there. Rafael Devers. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Trevor Story. Mike Soroka. Kyle Schwarber. Craig Kimbrell. Hanser Alberto. And the Twins, TC Bear. Not even too familiar with this one, but my girlfriend would love it. She loves all the Bears.
TC Bear, we got a couple weeks ago in the pack. Someone did.
Oh, really? Right on. Okay.
I think I did. I think that
Because I was like TC Bear. I was like, oh, Twin Cities Bear.
Oh, that makes sense.
It was like a drunk moment.
Jack Flaherty.
Can you do me a favor? Can you get a brewer?
Yeah, for real.
I'm drinking
know.
anyway. It doesn't matter.
I know we're drinking anyway. We're
Clayton
following
Kershaw.
your pick.
Clayton Kershaw. So I have an Abraham Toro as well, by the way.
Yep, that was mine. Yep.
Okay, so who do you hate more, Kevin? The Dodgers, obviously an Angel fan, and Angelo, you can answer this as well.
Why?
Who do you hate? The Astros or
Hate's
Dodgers?
A strong word, sir. Hate's a strong word.
I'll go with Toro more because you can't hate on Clayton Kershaw's ability.
You know, I can't hate on his ability. I love his ability in October until a couple
There you
years
go.
ago.
Austin Meadows.
I didn't have that one, so we're not matching that much.
Yeah. Cool Whit Merrifield. Nick Solak. And opening day, Seattle Mariners.
All right.
Beautiful ball
From not Safeco, T-Mobile Field.
T-Mobile Field.
Yeah. That was
All right.
awesome. Went to last year.
All right, Kevin. High card.
All right. Well, this one might be tough to beat. Josh Bell is number 197. Only 3 that can beat it. And I know you guys want to beat Alonso. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Manny Machado.
No. Who's the kill card again?
Manny Machado, I thought.
This guy?
Oh, that's right.
This guy?
Hey, what?
Wah,
I
wah.
didn't hear you say
Ah.
didn't hear you say his name. Darn, if I would have heard that, I would have
Look
known.
at that.
Ugh. How did I not notice you said Manny Machado? I obviously was going through my cards.
Well, I knew I said it really quickly because I knew what I got.
You knew
Because
you
you
won.
drink drink from a jug.
Yeah.
That too. That too.
Also,
Angelo, you are up. You are hot.
And in my research, just for future reference, Top Series 2, Adam Wainwright is the kill card.
Oh, okay.
What is that?
So,
Well,
which is interesting.
That'll be productive. Yeah, that's a weird one because it was like Pete Alonso, Manny Machado, Adam Wainwright.
Adam Wainwright.
I love this nickname, Trevor Bedtime Story.
There you go.
That's
I
phenomenal.
always on Trevor Horror Story after an
So
MMA
we got
story.
Top Series 1, 2020 Series 1. This is actually my last pack.
Yeah, that's why I figured
2020
let's do
Series
this.
1.
I still have a couple left. Whatever we had left over, Michael and I, we figured we could throw it in our wild card bag.
Matt Strom, Nolan Arenado, Aaron Savale,
Where are the Brewers?
I know Justin
They
Verlander,
are. They're at that first craft brewery in 1929.
Evan Longoria, Jordan Zimmerman, Abraham Toro,
Again, another Abraham Toro.
Yeah.
Adalberto Mondesi,
Uh-oh.
Matt Olson, Dominic Smith, Josh Van Meter, Home Run Challenge, Alex Bregman,
Oh, there you go.
Brian Anderson, and get your beer
Yay.
ready.
Finally, Moose.
Oof.
Which, yeah, is he still with the Brewers right now?
Far than hell, yeah.
Not sure.
I don't think so either. I don't know.
He's a Brewer then, that's all. And I don't think he left the Brewers. I don't think. Bubba Bug. Bubba Bug
Right.
yelling at me right now.
Yeah, Bubble Pug. let us know if Moose. I don't think that he is. I think he's with someone else. So Kevin,
So-
go ahead.
Angelo, you got that home run challenge. Are you gonna? I mean, we talked about this. Was it Series 1 or Series 2 that you had one for?
It was also Series 1. The Home Run Challenge is Series 1. I had Juan Soto.
Because mine, I think, was Series 2. I had a
Oh, was
Fernando
it?
Jr.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Oh,
do.
Fred, thank you. Thanks, Bubble Bug.
So I'm just gonna do the next. I'm gonna do the next home game. Is what I'm gonna pick for Bregman.
Yeah, because I have Fernando Tatis Jr. and I picked Saturday because he's in Colorado. So
Oh, that's a good call.
root for Tatis Jr. on Saturday, please, for my sake. Anyways, let's go to this. Maeda Kenta.
Nice.
Dodger there, but now
Twins. Yeah.
We got future star Mike Yastrzemski. Carlos Rodon. Why are they got all these Doyers? Max Muncy. Andres Munoz. Master and Apprentice. Cruz and Garver. They're reviewing a scouting report. What a
Wow.
weird card that is.
Shouldn't they be in back
Like,
checking
what?
them? Shouldn't they be in back checking a monitor?
What's in front of that lineup card is someone's phone, and they're swiping left or right on Tinder.
right.
Probably. Yep. Exactly. I have Max Scherzer. Max Kepler. Got me all the Maxes here. Max Tyone. I'm sorry, Jameson Tyone. Max Andrew Miller. The Max Boston Red Sox. All right, I'll stop the Max joke. Sorry. 1985 edition of Clayton Kershaw.
Cool.
Brian Anderson. And it is the day of the Moose. Mike Moustakas, still a Brewer. So take a swig.
Brewer
please.
in the card.
Yep.
Hey, he may be with the Reds, but on your card, he's a Brewer. Let's drink up.
It's all that matters.
Nicely done, Kevin.
In the card.
All right.
What do you got, Michael?
So let's do it. Jason Kipnis could be an error here, for all I know.
Yeah, very well could be.
Son of Dante Bichette, Bo Bichette,
Yes. Former Angel.
Sonny Gray, Fernando Tatis Jr.,
Thank you.
Paul Goldschmidt, J.P. Crawford. That might be my gimmick, just to roll my R's.
I can't do that, so you can do it for me, please.
Kevin Pillar.
Yeah. Love it.
Kyle Lewis. By the way, he's having a great season at the end of last year. And let me not get in Angelo here. There we go. Let me solo myself. Get your beers ready. Orlando Arcia.
If you were gonna say Mike Moustakas, I would have been like, oh, stop it.
I'm like, please tell me it's the Moose.
Salud.
Come by.
Wade Davis. Anush. That's Armenian.
Okay.
Joey Votto. Decade's best. I'm surprised this guy isn't with a team right now. Felix Hernandez. Or is he
Wow.
with a team?
I thought you were going to say Colon. I was excited. I was hoping.
Oh, I wish it was Bartolo, but I don't. I remember him being with anybody else, and Josh Rojas, and one of my favorite players on the Angels, Tommy LaStella.
Yeah.
How great has he been?
Awesome. Tommy
I'm
boy.
David Fletcher. Fletcher's
Tommy
got
boy.
a
Is that his nickname? Tommy boy.
Tommy boy.
That's
okay.
fantastic.
That's what Rojas is calling him. Yeah.
I
That's
almost said
fantastic.
something. I almost said something bad, but when I used to go to IE, I saw David Fletcher there, and there's this group of fans who make fun of like the players' names. So they would always say, "Come on, David Fletcherlance," and I'm like, "Really?
That's not funny.
It's not funny."
Not funny.
It sticks in my mind. I'm like, "Oh God, I'm so almost like David Fletcher." Oh, he's David Fletcher. He's a good player, great player from Cyprus. Local boy.
All Angels podcast says he opted out this season.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, but Bubble Puck says I think he's with the Braves, which I don't think that's it.
I think friend of the show John Tar would let us know about that.
Boom
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 LaStella.
LaStella.
Yeah, there you go.
He's a Madden guy. He was with the Cubs before. He was
Yeah,
awesome. So
yeah,
who is first? Angelo, go for it.
Yep.
All right. So Justin Verlander, 345.
Wow.
Yeah, you got the hot hand. 308. There's only like 4 cards that can beat it, and I know he doesn't have Pete Alonso.
Some of them.
Oh,
I'm gonna curse here. 334.
Wow.
2 in a row, baby.
Wow, I think you might be in first place, or at least tied for first place at this point.
Breaking news, I'll be on the All Angels podcast. Just kidding.
All right.
Yes, please.
All right.
So wild card.
So wild card.
Hold on, you gotta pick your 50. Are we gonna pick the thing we're looking for first? What are we looking for, Angelo?
So All Angels podcast says Felix with the Braves and opted out. Interesting.
So I'm hoping. Actually, I've been a big fan. Yo,
There you go.
Cowboy Jack. That was actually one of my nicknames back in the day, so I love it.
Not anymore. You're married.
Yeah, not anymore. No.
Well, you're daddy now. You have children. Come on.
So all right. So my hope is I've been watching a lot of unboxings of and pack wars of Bowman 2020. So I know there's a pack of Bowman 2020 in here. So
All right.
secretly hoping for that, but there's also a couple retro packs in here. So
But what I want to ask is, before you open your pack, what are we looking for?
as far as what?
Stipulation.
Oh, stipulation. That's right. Okay.
Sorry.
So let's see. I will go with what did we do last week? American League, National League, right?
We went
Most
American
League.
American League.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go most pitchers.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Perfect.
All right.
Most
Sounds
pitchers.
good.
All right.
Perfect.
So we got 2020 Big League Baseball.
Big league.
All
So
right.
actually, this has been one of my favorite card series this season. It's very similar to opening day value pack. Hobby shop price is usually about between $2 to $250 for these. I almost have the whole base set for Big League
wow.
2020. I'm about 14 cards away from the entire base set. So
Well, hopefully you can help here.
Whatever I have, you can have.
Yeah.
all right. So we got Austin Meadows. So if you look, it's a little bit of a retro kind of style
Okay, cool.
card design.
I haven't seen these yet.
Vlad Guerrero Jr., Orlando Arcia.
Hey. That's a brewer.
Oh, Brewer. That's a Brewer. You're right.
I only knew that because
Look at that. Look at that action. Look at the height on that toss.
He's a good player.
2 Arcias and 2 Mooses today. So cheers to that.
Salud.
Justin Verlander. Jordan Yamamoto rookie.
Your first pitcher. Is that your first pitcher, right?
That's my first pitcher. No, I have Verlander as well.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. 2 pitchers. My bad.
So this is one of the inserts. This is a
That's badass.
caricature insert. Pete Alonso.
Right on.
This is an orange parallel Brendan McKay, another pitcher.
Yeah, you're lucky it wasn't him swinging. If it was
So
him batting.
does this count as 3 or 1? It's innings
Oh,
pitch
come
leaders for the league. It's only we'll count it as 1. We'll count it as 1. D. Gordon
I was like, how many pitchers can I get? I'm like, whoa, he's gotten a few here.
Yeah.
and Josh Donaldson.
Not bad at all.
So I had 4 total pitchers.
Although he's going to say 6.
No, we'll go 4. We'll go 4.
All right.
So
If
let
one of
me
us is 5, then it's 6.
let me push pause for a second because look at this. I have a Bowman 95 case that you guys have to break live.
Oh, we're doing it, Ed. Why are you holding out on us, Ed?
I gotta see what's in that Bowman 95.
Who was a rookie in 95? Bowman.
Gosh,
Like,
I
what
don't
dude.
You gotta remember too, they would feature minor leaguers in those sets. That's what made the Bowman sets initially famous around like 89,
Right.
91.
Well,
They would
that's that Trout card they just sold for $4 million was a Bowman.
Yeah. Well, yeah, right. Well, Topps took it over.
Right. Yeah.
But still, 2009. But yeah, no, 95 would be super fun. Now,
who knows?
the one thing that we do with Hall of Fame baseball cards is looking for the best mustache.
Oh,
Because during the 80s, and I don't know if it's in the 90s so much, but the 80s Bowman is the mustaches are amazing. Amazing.
So I think one of the first scores I did was like 87 Fleer or 86 Fleer, and we're just like, oh my god! I think that's what we did. It's like I'm gonna pick a winner here. Best mustache,
Yeah.
So am I up? I guess I'm up.
You're up. You're up.
All right, let's see what I got here. I have 2020 Donruss. So
optic.
I didn't know that.
That's a Donruss optic, right?
No, this is just regular Donruss.
Okay.
I have a Donruss optic, I believe, as well, though. But this is the first pack of Donruss I've opened in like 25 years. Probably.
Wow.
Donruss is owned by Panini, right?
Panini now, yeah.
Yeah.
One there.
So
But this is one that they started around 1983, and they were like the one around the late. That came around the most valuable one.
Right.
Like could Seiko be made by Fleers, Topps, and Donruss, but the Donruss for whatever reason was worth more.
So these are all not they don't have
license,
the logos, right?
Yeah,
it's not licensed by any.
I don't know if you're gonna do a good shot of this, but you can see the hat. There's no logo.
And the jersey.
Exactly.
And the jersey too.
Right.
Yeah, the jersey. So Tommy Edman on St. Louis.
Good player.
I'm just saying. I don't know. It says he's on St. Louis. What's that mean?
Yeah, he's a good player. Right.
Is he a Cardinal?
Yes.
Is he a Blue? I don't know what he is. Is he a St. Louis Spirit? I mean, maybe he is. Ramon Laureano.
Yep.
Ozzy Albies. Ooh, let's see what this shiny card is. This is a very shiny card of Pete Alonso. It says highlight. I can barely read this. But that's
nice. That's numbered.
There variation. Yep.
It says 84, so it's highlights. So it is an actual insert.
But that one's numbered at a 249.
It's numbered on the front.
I didn't see the number. Sorry, I couldn't tell. Where'd you see the number on there?
Right.
217 to 249. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have get your cups ready, ladies and gentlemen. Is a Lorenzo Kane, but it looks like a variation of sorts. Is that worth 2 drinks?
There we go.
I'm taking 2 drinks.
Low Kane.
Now go well with my relic. I don't see this being numbered, but it looks like a variation because it has the normal card number on it. I'll take a look at that later, but that's a nice looking card. But the problem is I have no pictures, so it's not going. Oh, wait, right when I said that. Oh, my God, this is great. Rated rookie, Brendan McKay. I love that.
There you go.
That's
Nice.
to call the rookie in the Donruss stats back then. Oh, my. Speaking of
Excalibur has a rated rookie T-shirt, actually.
I know. That's where I saw him. Yep.
I know I'm going to lose, but I don't care because these packs, I'm having flashbacks of my childhood. Look at this. Donruss Diamond King.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's a beauty. I'm sorry you can't get the best look at this. But
that's a beautiful card.
Artwork was all about. And speaking of this, look at this rookie card and see it's done in like different color, but it's done like the 1988 set.
Yep, that's awesome.
That's very cool. But whatever. I lost. I don't care. I have 1 pitcher. I have 2 pitchers, I believe. Right, 2 pitchers.
2 pitchers.
So,
right.
So I saw Adbert Azole.
Yes.
I saw him pitch against the Round Rock Express when I went there.
On the Iowa Cubs?
On the Iowa Cubs.
Right.
And he was playing against Framber Valdez, who was pitching for the Express, who actually pitched in the World Series. So these rookie pitchers, That's what the great thing about going to minor league baseball. You get to see all these like young players that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, yeah.
And so I have a connection to them, even though like people don't even know who they are, right?
Exactly.
So, all right. So I am going to. Oh, this is the fun part. I've been waiting for so long.
Well, calm yourself down, sir.
All right.
It's a PG show, isn't it? Oh, what is it? What do you got there, sir?
I have series 2.
Oh, wow.
All right.
How I apologize, but how underwhelming.
I
Oh,
agree. I agree. Should I pick another one?
No, open it. Open
Okay.
it. You know what? Because, you have 14 cards in there. You
Yep.
might win this round.
Okay.
All right,
It is
let's start.
underwhelming for sure.
Well, we'll see. Let's see what's in that pack.
Well, I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna start out with a pitcher.
There you go.
Drew Steckenrider. I have not ever heard of this guy.
All right.
Well, that's the
why.
thing about Series 2 is like a lot of these Series 2 players are
Yep.
going to be,
Come on, get a relic.
Juan Bautista's favorite player, Rogned Odor. This is awesome.
Uh-oh.
Shun Yamaga. Oh my God, Yamaguchi.
Yamaguchi.
I've never heard of this guy.
That's awesome.
Is he a pitcher, though?
No,
I believe
no, he's not. He's
Oh.
a. Wait. Okay, hold on. I have to push pause on this one. I'm going to read from the back of this card.
Oh, I'm ready. Let's do it.
This is crazy. The son of an elite sumo wrestler, Shun earned a reputation for fearlessness over 14 seasons in Japan. The former closer became a starter in 2014 and continued to get outs with a deep array of off-speed pitches, including a shoot. Is it Shuto? It's SHUUTO with a reverse slider action. The Blue Jays, who signed Yamaguchi last December, are counting on a lot of broken back grounders.
Oh, that's great. I'm going to look up to see if he's playing.
So this is, I want to emphasize this. This is the advantage of learning about baseball cards.
Yep.
You get to learn about these players that you don't even know about. All of a sudden they disappear, right?
Yep.
Holy cow! What an awesome. So
Hey,
two pitchers,
two pitchers.
Yeah, pitcher. That's the most important thing right now.
3 pitchers.
Oh,
Cal
wow.
Quantrill.
Come on.
4 pitchers.
See?
Kelvin Herrera.
I'm trying to get you a win here as you're about to put it back. I'm like, no, you get what you reap.
It is a position player, but is Taylor Trammell, right?
Excuse me.
Tyrone Taylor, a Brewer.
Thank you. I'll say, I see that glove. I'm like, you better drink up for that, sir.
Stephen Vogt. Lucas Sims. Another pitcher.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what's the tiebreaker?
Charlie Morton. Well, it doesn't matter because another pitcher. Stephen Barult.
Oh.
Christian Walker.
I hope you get one more so you can
Okay. All right. So is this the unwritten rules? I'm not supposed to pile on. I'm supposed to take a 3-0 pitch. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Max Scherzer.
Oh,
that's
my
awesome.
God.
That's awesome. Because I was going to say, I thought Angelo's going to try to do an unwritten rule and say, oh, I agree pitches my card. That's not 3. But
By the way, someone said the unwritten rules are bad because they all favor the pitcher. That is 100% true.
They do all favor the pitcher.
Jason Hayward and Dom Nunez.
Wow.
All right.
Nice.
You got a dub.
Great job, Michael.
You got a dub to close it out.
Yeah, that worked out really nicely. All right, so that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
That was a good one.
Even funner because Kevin actually didn't get a win.
And here I am. I was going to bring up something for you. for the show, but I don't know if I want to tell you what now.
What's that?
No, I don't want to tell you. I'm going to tell you about Yamaguchi Shun. You know, he's from Nakatsu, Japan.
Mhm.
He actually debuted in 2020 on July 26th, so he has played this year.
Wow.
Currently, he is 0-2 with a 5.19 ERA. He has 12 strikeouts in 8 2/3 innings, so that's pretty impressive. His whip is 1.38.
Okay.
But he was born in 87, so not a young pitcher, but we'll take it.
Well, he played
Nope.
14. How many? It said 14 seasons in Japan, right?
Yeah. So you must start young then, because if he's 33 now, it's like wow.
All right. So that was always a lot of fun. But let's get to baseball trivia and close this out. So the game is Who Am I? It is from Baseball's Best 1000. Greatest players of all time. They rank them from 1 to 1,000. And we will show the ranking at the end. So if you're out there, please put in your guesses of who you think it is. And here we go.
All right.
I have 329 all-time pitching wins. I am second all-time wins for a left-hander. I was a 10-time All-Star, as you can see right there, and a 2-time World Series champ. I was the 4-time National League strikeout leader, right? I'm sorry, wins leader, and a 5-time NL strikeout leader. I was in an episode of Married with Children playing myself.
Wow.
Who am I?
I think I know. I think I know, but Angelo, if you have an idea, because this seems to be my category.
I'm trying to think of.
I know it now. It took me a minute, but I know what it is.
I'm trying to think of what city did Married with Children take place? Don't tell me. I'm just trying to think about it right now.
Oh my gosh! Just think of the tower at the beginning. Where's the tower? I mean, I would guess the tower is what city they're from, but honestly,
Right.
that does not relate to this player. If it's who I think it is.
Well, Married with Children was from Chicago.
Right.
What they based in Chicago?
Was this guy on the White Sox? I know he wasn't a Cub. But that's the thing I did not know about. If it's who I think it is, I had no idea this guy was on Married with Children. Which
Well, see,
episode after this.
Well, see, that's the thing about this is like, okay, that doesn't necessarily mean that he was a player that was based out of that city. So let's see. So pitcher basically played from
Exactly. You're exactly right.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know if it played from the late 60s to early 80s.
He finished up. If it's who I'm thinking it is, I think he finished up in the mid to late 80s. But was he a White Sox, Michael? I believe he was, right? Oh no, I'm thinking of Tom Seaver, but it's not Tom Seaver. This one
It is not. It is not.
I know it's not Tom Seaver because that's not my guess. I was just trying to think. I was thinking like, who fished on the White Sox? I never see your fish on the White Sox. That's not who this is. His nickname is Lefty. If that helps you at all. Does that help? If I didn't help Angelo.
Angelo, who is Lefty?
Kevin, go ahead. You know the answer.
This would be Steve Carlton.
100% right.
Yeah, I did. I mean,
that is awesome.
1 year. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
He was so good. He was so good.
Yeah, so like he made his reputation with the Cardinals early.
I forgot about that.
It was a very controversial trade that sent him to the Phillies. That's where he won his championships.
Yep.
And
that's right. He's on the '83 team.
Actually, he was on the '80 Phillies.
No, that's what I knew. I knew '80. I couldn't remember '80. I forgot about '83.
But he was with the '87 Twins.
Oh, that's right. Because '83, Baltimore beat the Phillies.
Right.
Gotcha.
Exactly. And so this is him
Oh my
against
God.
Al Bundy.
Oh God.
And So it was a
Wow.
commercial where Al Bundy was in it, and he actually beamed Al Bundy, and very very weirdly, so you can see he has the baseball in the left hand,
Yeah.
but he signed an autograph with his right hand,
How weird.
and it was
Wow.
called out. Kelly Bundy wanted an autograph of him after he beamed
Her dad.
yeah, and he signed it with his right hand, which
How
was
funny.
very very controversial. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Okay, question
I will say,
2.
though, I'm a left-handed person, but I do a lot of things right-handed.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So this player, I won the 1972 AL Rookie of the Year award unanimously, which I believe was the first time any Rookie of the Year had won unanimously. I played at MLB record 24 years as a catcher. I caught 149 shutouts during my career, ranking me second all-time behind Yogi Berra. I hold the record for longest game by a catcher, 25 innings.
Wow.
Gosh.
On May 8th and 9th. Now it was listed as 9, May 9th, but it got stopped at 18 innings in 1984. They did it the next day. I appeared briefly in the Field of Dreams movie playing on a television screen.
Wow.
Who am I?
So
This for me is the toughest one so far. I think I know, because I don't know who else it would be, but Angelo, go ahead. Do you have any guesses on this?
I mean, the only thing I can think of like what's playing on the television screen, Field of Dreams, is I believe there's a scene where they're talking about their bills, and they're at the dining table, and the daughter is watching baseball on the TV or something like that. But I don't recall what game was playing. Kevin Costner.
Yep. I'm sorry, you're right.
So catcher, 172 Rookie of the Year, played from the 70s to the 80s.
Uh-oh. Did you freeze up?
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't know.
Okay,
that was,
okay.
That was my mind freezing up.
We're we're gonna walk you through this. Who were the dominant catchers of the 70s?
Right.
Uh-oh.
Name.
He's a Hall of Famer.
There's really only a couple.
Yeah.
There's only two catchers I can think of who played in the 70s
Right.
who are Hall of Famers. There's a guy.
Well, no, three.
Okay, I'll think about it. I'll think of the third one is.
I mean, for me, the most prominent and the most the one I think about the most in dominant catchers aside from Yogi Berra, like following that generation would be is it Carlton Fisk?
Wow, that what a pull!
Good job.
What a pull!
Nice.
Man.
So we actually had other people.
Right? He thought I was doing.
He was the
Pudge.
original Pudge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and then Ed got a 2. So one of the things so there was 3 dominant catchers that I can name off the top of my head: Johnny Bench,
Yep.
Carlton Fisk, Thurman Munson.
Oh, Thurman Munson. Okay, yeah.
So actually, Carlton Fisk and Thurman Munson actually had a feud during the 70s. And they actually used to be very competitive during that time.
Well, yeah, because it's Boston and New York,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And actually, this is very interesting that Carlton Fisk actually started in 1969, actually skipped a year, 71 through 80. So he had a lot of iconic moments as a Red Sox. Yeah. The waving
That's what I was
of.
trying to signal to you earlier. I was doing this, and I'm like, he's going to know what I mean by that.
Yeah. So, like, if Thurman Munson hadn't died, I think that he would have kind of gone into the 80s as a dominant catcher as well.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, those were the 3 dominant catchers of the 70s.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of Thurman Munson. I was like, probably because he did die so pretty much early.
Right.
Thurman could have possibly been a Hall of Famer as well.
Yeah. And Ed says Fisk cried when he found out Munson died. Yeah. And
Oh.
quite frankly, everybody talked about Thurman Munson. They actually, I can't remember who it was. I might have been Reggie Jackson and somebody else actually flew with Thurman Munson and said, like, dude, you should not be flying an airplane.
Oh.
Like,
I didn't know he was flying the plane. Oh, so he
my
was actually
God.
flying the plane that crashed. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was very controversial at the time. So,
Boston's controversial. I mean, apparently Roy Halladay wasn't the best pilot either. I mean,
right.
Oof.
Right.
That came out more recently last couple years. And I'm like, oh man. Awful.
So awesome, Angelo. You nailed it. So
Good job.
very, very
Shot
good.
in the dark. Shot in the dark.
All right, so that's the show we had for you this week. As always, please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. We're definitely trying to grow. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, please help us out. That's all we ask for you. So, Angelo, do you have anything you want to plug?
No, thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 17. That's incredible. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us for the last hour or so. And we'll see you guys next week.
Kevin.
All right. For if you follow what I'm up to, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Loknol. That's LOKNLOLL. Otherwise, I say every week, please support your local business, your local brewery. Minor League Baseball, please support your minor league baseball team. We want them to stick around. Those soccer teams going away before all this happened. And I really don't want minor league baseball to go away. Any teams to be affected by this.
So thank you out there in the comments. We really appreciate you chiming in. David, and of course, the very drunk Cowboy Jack Durango. We always appreciate Bears Fury Real. Thank you so much. We appreciate you chiming in. It's been great. So we won't see you at the brewery. We will not see you at the ballpark. But we will see you here next Tuesday. Definitely check us out. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon. Good night. Thank you.